and welcome to another of my pick a card reading. So you might have noticed something new. I changed my thumbnail theme because I want to try something new. I feel like it's time for a change, and I hope you like the new style of my thumbnails. So yeah, so today's reading is going to be about what does your spirit team love about you. So there are 3 piles to choose from, 3 washi tapes. So the first one is this pink washi tape. The second one is this polka dot washi tape. And the third one is this red and green washi tape. So yeah, at the end of each pile I'll be giving you my original poetry, and for this reading I'll also start with an energy check-in to see if it's your pile as well. So yeah, those are the 3 options. Pick whichever one you feel called to, and please remember, this is only a general reading, so if you don't resonate with the reading, just leave it. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Let's go. Hello. Welcome to those who choose this washi tape. So today we'll be doing a reading on what does your spirit team love about you. And yeah, first I'm gonna do an energy check to see if this is your pile. So I'm gonna pull this animal, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. So pile 1, your energy is represented by the crocodile. And next I'm gonna pull this bluebird letterman. Oh, that's too much. Oh, okay. 2. And you got this 2 card. Number 22, crossroad. A road in the open reveals the best way. Choose wisely your path to avoid any dismay. Follow your dreams with faith and precision. All will be clear once you have made your decision. And this is the diamond, the Queen of Diamond. And this card, book number 26. The unopened book weaves stories concealed. When pages are read, the truth is revealed. The book guards tales of inner emotion. Blessed are the words of deep devotion. And this is the 10 of diamond. So pile 1, I'm gonna do an energy check-in to see if this is your pile. You are represented by this crocodile card. So you might be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or you might have a water sign dominant in your chart. So to be honest, this crocodile look a bit scary. So the energy you are in might be one of, you might be feeling stagnant or stuck, or just waiting on something, not making your move. With this crossroad, like you might be standing between the crossroad, not knowing which way to go, not knowing the direction, and kind of maybe a little bit of confusion as well. Like there isn't any clarity yet on, you might be waiting on something, maybe for an answer of something, maybe a reply, or maybe something from someone. If not, then you're just in an energy of resting period where you're just going day by day, living life and taking it day by day, and you don't have any big plan yet, and you're just waiting for an opportunity or something to happen. But you also might be on a lookout for something as well, with this crocodile like watching out for something. So you might be watching out for something to happen, an opportunity, or just observing energy. Like you're not in a participating energy, you're in a observant energy, and you're observing the world around you, and you're kind of reflecting inwards. Maybe you've been spending time by yourself a lot in isolation. Your age might be 22 or 26, and you might be by yourself a lot, spending time by yourself, thinking about contemplation about life, read books, maybe going for a walk. You feel kind of not really a part of the world, as in you might not like be active in the world right now, in the society. You might be on the sideline, just watching, just waiting, maybe even resting. So, and you might be in a deep thoughts about something, maybe your past, maybe about your future, maybe what you want to do, and you're not really sure yet. Nothing is decided yet. Like things are in the air, whether on like what you want to do, where you want to go, or who you want to be. Maybe you don't feel motivated to do anything or to pursue anything, any personal goal yet, and you feel like maybe a little bit bored as well. It's like nothing really happened, and sometimes you feel like, what are you even doing, or what should you be doing? A bit of confusion, as well as you might even be feeling a bit introvert, as in unsociable, like you don't want to see people, you don't want to social lately, and you might or mingle, or you don't want to go out as well. I feel like you want to rest by yourself, you want to preserve or conserve your energy, and you just want to maybe even prone to escapism, as in you might want to escape from reality into movies, into books, and kind of not really wanting to think about the reality. And some of you may feel like you're just watching your lives passing by and feel a bit like you can't do anything about it, or you don't want to do anything about it, and that's fine. So I feel like there's two C here, crocodile and crossroads. So there's 2C. Your name might start with a C, as well as I feel like you might not feel safe, as in your root chakra might need some work. You might not feel very grounded. You might feel like you're floating sometimes, a little bit foggy in the head, a little bit you might be daydreaming a lot as well on things you want, on fantasy, and you might feel quite restless, even though you're not. I don't think you are busy, but I feel like you might feel like you're quite restless and feel a bit unsafe, maybe a little bit unsteady, instability, and unsecure, as in life is like a wave, a wave in the sea and you're just floating back and forth at the mercy of the wave, and you're just maybe hoping or wishing or maybe looking out for something interesting, because I feel like maybe you don't feel like things are interesting lately. It's a bit of this energy of like meh, nothing is going on, nothing is happening, and I'm just like floating in the air, maybe a little bit alone, lonely as well, and yeah, maybe a little bit like forgotten. Feel like you cannot relate to the world right now, maybe even to people, and you find it quite difficult to be interested in things that you used to be interested in. Yeah, might suddenly find things boring or troublesome, as in I feel like you might want to escape. Your energy is like, I want to escape right now into, by myself at a cottage in the forest or something, and I don't want to make decision, I don't want to maybe even face reality. I just want to disappear, as in maybe go on a vacation or something. Yeah, this is your energy right now, pile 1. So if you resonate, then yeah, this is your pile. If you don't, that's fine as well. You might want to pick another pile. So pile 1, next I'm gonna give you the wild unknown to see what does your spirit guide love about you, and maybe even about like what do they have to say about your energy right now. Okay, one spirit team. What does pile 1 spirit team love about pile 1? What does pile 1 spirit team love about pile 1? Okay. What does pile 1 spirit team love about pile 1? Okay. So you got this strength, number 11, 4 of sword, and Son of Cups. And the back of the deck you got the 9 of sword. And yeah, pile 1, I feel like your energy, it's a combination of 4 of sword, I would say the Hermit and Hangman, even like that kind of energy. And next I'm gonna give you this quote from your spirit guides. Spirit, you didn't have to say, oh okay, that's a lot. The back of the deck is number 3. You will know you're reborn tonight. Must be rough, but I'll stay by your side. And you got number 9 again, so 9 as well as 4 might be significant for you, pile 1. Don't be ashamed of learning repeating messages. It's a privilege to learn again. Okay, so what does your spirit guide love about you, pile 1? Is that you are very strong internally. Like whatever you're going through, you never let it destroy you. You always try to, detach from your situation and see it from a different perspective. And you have such a big heart. Your spirit guide love your heart, as in your heart is very big, very compassionate, very understanding of others and yourself. You always try to have compassion and always try to see things from different point of view. Like for example, if you have a disagreement with someone or is arguing with someone, you would try your very best to see or understand the other person's point of view, to see where they're coming from, so you can reach an understanding. And with this lion, you might be very empowered as well. One of your spirit animal might be a lion, Pi 1, because this lion is very stand out to me. And you are very empowered. Your spirit team love that you're a very empowered person. You try to make decision from empowering stand instead of decision when you feel disempowered. You always stand up for yourself. So your spirit team love that you stand up for yourself and for others. Like you're very brave in the face of adversity, and they know that whatever you're going through right now, you are also being very brave by trying to face the reality, face what's in front of you, and have compassion and understanding for yourself, and doesn't let your emotion overwhelm you, whether that is a good or bad. You try to feel your emotion in a balanced and healthy way. As in, maybe in the past you might have been a person who always feel or always see things in like black or white perspective, either this or that, love or hate, black or white, like very extreme, polar opposite point. But I feel like your spirit team love that you have grown a lot and developed this gray area of seeing thing in the middle, or seeing thing like not everything is all bad, not everything is all good, nothing is all bad, or no one is all bad and no one is all good. Like there isn't a good person 100%, and there isn't one bad person 100%. Like people have depth. People are not black and white. People are many spectrum of colors. And Pi 1, you learned that's your biggest lesson that you learned, that you understood, and that you try to apply to others and yourself. You know that one bad day isn't equal one bad life. Yeah. And that's your biggest strength, and that's what your spirit guide love about you. With this number 11 and this infinity symbol as well, your spirit team can see your potential, your infinite possibilities. You are such a good manifester, Pi 1. Your spirit team love that you such a multi-talented person, and there's so many things that you're good at or you can do. That's why maybe it's hard for you to choose or even find something to do, to be good at, because if you are good at everything, it's hard to choose, right? So you have infinite potentials. Your spirit team love that you are growing every day, and that you're like extremely strong, and whatever challenge, whatever adversity or problems you're facing, your spirit team know that you are strong enough to handle them. or even embrace them. Like you embrace your problems. You see problems as part of life. Like it's not the destination. These problems, these challenges are just a checkpoint, just part of the journeys, and you know that you have the strength to, go through them. So that's what your spirit team love the most about you, Pi 1, as well as this Four of Swords. So you are quite a peaceful person. Yeah, with your big heart, with your compassionate, understanding heart. Pi 1, your spirit team love that you're also a peaceful person. Like you love to keep to yourself. You love to rest. Your spirit team love that you're actually unbothered. As in, not a lot of things bother you or should bother you. Like for example, like if there's drama or if there's someone who's trying to cause problems, you're just like very discerning about what you should focus on or worries about. And I feel like you could even say train or learn how to do this, how to be this unbothered, how to not give it's a skill. And I feel like you have learned a lot to just let it go, leave it to the spirit. And as well, when I say you have the courage in the face of adversity, yeah, like what your spirit team love about you is like whenever there's, you could say, problems, drama, you are not only are you unbothered, but you're very, you could say, calm as well. As in, you try to regulate your emotion. You try to not, you wouldn't be the type to project your emotion onto other people, because you are quite self-aware. If there's problems arising, or if you're in a kind of worry state, you would try to not to lash out, to other people. You try to keep calm, level-headed, and become like bigger than the problem. This example, I just see in my mind's eye that like if you're arguing with someone and the other person is very worked up, very like angry, and they would be shouting, they would be lashing out, they would be projecting, and they would say words to hurt instead of trying to communicate. You, Pi 1, you would be the type to keep calm, to try to find solution, try to communicate in a peaceful, diplomatic manner, and try not to lash out or throw your anger around or hurt people unnecessary. Yeah, that's what your spirit team love the most about you, because it's not a problem when we are angry. Like anger is part of life and it's normal emotion. Everyone feel angry, but it's how you handle or control that emotion. Most people would, when they are angry, they would lash out, they wouldn't even be violent and so on. But Pi 1, your spirit team love that even when you come to face with such strong emotion, you try to not hurt other with it, try to not lose control, or we can, when we are angry, we can hurt other unconsciously. We might don't even know what we're doing or saying. When we are angry, we can hurt people, even unconsciously. And Pi 1, you try not to do that. You try to be conscious and aware of when you feel these extreme emotion. You try to not hurt other unnecessary and release your anger or any type of strong emotion in a healthy manner, in a moderation. Yeah, Like number 4 is about stability. And with this Son of Cup, yeah, your spirit team love that you are a very passionate person, Pi 1, extremely passionate. And also one of your many talents might be creatives, like art, poetry, painting, singing, anything creative. That might be one of your like biggest talents, and you're just full of life. Your spirit team love that you live in this world in such a, you see this world in a beautiful artistic way. You might love to take pictures as well. You're the type of person that see beauty everywhere. Your spirit team love that about you. Even if you're just walking like in a normal park or normal road, you would notice like beautiful wildflowers, beautiful sky, beautiful lake, trees. You would be the type to notice beauty everywhere. Even if from normal people's perspective it's like nothing special, but you would see special in everything. You would see beauty in everything. You see all life as precious. You don't take life carelessly, as in you take life seriously. You take animals, nature, trees, people, feeling seriously. You aren't careless with those, and your spirit team really love that about you. You treat all things, all life precious, loving. Yeah, such a loving and big heart. You don't just carelessly throw your anger around. You treat everything preciously, like how you want to be treated. And you might be quite a sensitive person, Pi 1, and you might worry a lot, and you might overthink a lot because you might be scared of hurting someone, or kind of worry about the world in general, about the climate change, about nature, about how we treat each other in this world. So your spirit team love that you, they don't love that you overthink or worries a lot, but they kind of understand and love that you put thoughts into everything, and you don't take precious things lightly. You would be a person who quality over quantity type person. Like for example, if you have a YouTube video, for example, you would create that video with quality in mind. Even if it takes time, you would put your all in it, instead of trying to do quantity and keep posting video, but the quality is not there or the passion is not there. You're the type to do things carefully, slowly, and give it your all, with all your heart and all your soul and all your passion into something, into your creative pursuit as a hobby or as a goal, and you just give it your all. You don't leave any regret behind. You just pour everything into what you love to do. So for example, that example of the YouTube video, people can tell that you create with soul and you create with love and passion, not because of other, you could even say, shallow things. You're a very deep person. Your spirit team love that about you. Like you can see deep meaning in things. You read between the lines. You see poetry. Like for example, when you watch a movie, other people might watch it and like see the level surface, like the plot for what it is, but Pi 1, you would be the type of person who can read between the lines, can see the deeper meaning, even hidden meaning, symbolism of the movies, and you would explain like this representation of this. Like for example, butterfly, people would see butterfly as, yeah, it's a butterfly, it's a bug. It's an insect. Is it a bug or insect? I don't know. But by 1, you would be the type to see, oh, butterfly. It's a symbolism for transformation, metamorphosis. Yeah, you are very deep person like that, and I feel like your spirit team loved that you understood their sign, because that's how our spirit team would send a sign with numbers, with symbolism, with this kind of thing for us to interpret, for us to see the hidden meaning. And by 1, you got it, like you got the message, you can see the meaning, you can see that, oh, I saw a butterfly today, that means I'm going through transformation, something like that. So by 1, your spirit team love that you know how to, you could say, decode the message, see what the hidden meaning is. And that with this, by 1, your spirit team love that you are not afraid to repeat your lesson, as in you would stay, you would contemplate, you would reflect, you would wait until you know, until you learn what you have to learn. You don't brush past lesson and or even repress it. If you need to learn a lesson about something, someone, about a relationship, about a pattern that you need to break, if you have to go through some type of lesson again, you would do it. You wouldn't, brush past it. Like for example, if you are building an IKEA furniture, right, you would be the type to, do it step by step, build it piece by piece, and you wouldn't skip a step, because if you do, that furniture might not turn out, you could say stable, might not turn out whole or even right. So you would be the type to, build it piece by piece slowly, so that you don't have to, so that when you finish building a furniture, it's gonna turn out exactly like what it's supposed to turn out. And if you brush past some instruction, like brush past some step, you might make a mistake, and you might forgot to to do something, and the furniture might turn out not completely right, and you have to go back and redo it, go back and rebuild everything. So I feel like you would be the type to do that. You would be the type to it's like a symbolism, right? Metaphor for lesson in life. You wouldn't mind repeat your lesson, you wouldn't mind going over something, or even take it slowly, so that you don't have to go back and redo it or rebuild it. Because in life, I feel like if we don't learn some lesson, if we have to learn some lesson and we didn't, it's always gonna come back or repeat it until we learn what we have to learn, what we here to learn, what we aim to learn in this life. And you, by 1, you are the type to finish your lesson. Like you came here to learn some type of lesson. I feel like to follow your heart, or to honor your heart, to stand strong in the face of adversity, to see beyond challenges, to see what it's actually teaching you. So that might be one of your main lesson that you're here to learn, and you're gonna do it, you're gonna learn it. Number 9 as well, like you're gonna learn your lesson, and your spirit team love that about you. It's like if if you feel like you haven't seen something, or you haven't seen the whole picture, or you're missing something, you try hard to find out, to figure it out, to put the pieces together to see the whole picture. Your spirit team love that you just don't assume things. You're just like for example, if things didn't go your way, some people would go, oh, the universe hate me, the universe is working against me because I didn't get what I want. So that's just an example. So you're not like that, Pi 1. Your spirit team love that you understand, like, experience for what it is. If things didn't go your way, you understood that, oh, this is, divine rejection is divine protection, and things didn't go my way is there's a lesson to learn here, something I'm missing. Let's go over experience to see the lesson, to see what it is that teaching me or trying to tell me about myself. Yeah, you always learn about yourself through your experience, and your spirit team love that, because every experience you go through, you learn more about yourself, and you grow, and you become even more empowered, even more powerful, even more loving, even more compassionate, even more understanding, and even more connected to your spirit team and the universe. So your spirit team really love that about you, Pi 1. They love that you never shy away from challenge, and you never say no to evolution or growth. So Pi 1, I'm gonna give you this Whisper of Love deck to a card from your spirit team to see what else do they have to say, maybe advice for Pi 1 spirit team. Oh, yes. Number 42, rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. Yes, you might be in a resting period, like I mentioned, and that's okay. Your spirit team wants to tell you to take a break, and if you're in this waiting kind of even hangman stage, that's fine as well. And even wherever you are, whatever state you are in, you're the type to try to understand and embrace, see it for what it is, the lesson it try to teach you, and not be in a hurry to get out of it. So your spirit team want you to take a break from, you could even say, making decision. If you feel like you can't make a decision, or you're a bit confused and don't have the energy or even the clarity to make any decision yet, your spirit team want you to don't force it. If you don't want to make any big decision, just don't force it. Okay, number 42. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. You are at your best when all aspects of your life are balanced. Love yourself and the people in your life enough to create an environment where everyone has the opportunity to take care of their needs. You are at your best and able to fully appreciate all that life offers when you are well rested. When you are under a lot of stress, your muscles respond and become tense. Be aware of what stress feels like for you and implement some relaxation techniques to keep things from escalating. Your ability to calm down and relax will improve with practice. It is important to recognize and address your needs. Do not wait until you are completely depleted before you stop for rejuvenation. Make relaxation a part of your day. Give your mind and muscle a much needed rest. A mermaid dreams as she lies on the ocean floor, and a pod of dolphins swim overhead. The pale green hue of the artwork highlights a need to take time to heal. Dolphins have an innate ability to go into a better state for rest after a long night of hunting. What is your idea of relaxation? Allow rest and relaxation to be part of your life. And I feel like if you are in a stillness, even you might feel like stuck, a stagnation. I feel your spirit team is telling you that you're safe to rest. You're not stuck. You're not stagnant. You're actually in a state where you're actually healing. And healing, like inner healing, use a lot of energy. And I feel like the reason why you don't have a lot of energy or feel like you don't have any energy is because you are constantly healing, you are healing something, and it is safe for you to be in this state right now. And your spirit team don't want you to overthink it or worries. They're telling you that it's safe for you to rest and relax and be in the the state, because you're not stuck. You're just in a healing phase, and healing need a lot of energy, as well as a lot of stillness. Yeah, they want you to prioritize your needs. Make relaxation your priority as well. Make rest your priority, because I feel like your spirit team seen you been through a lot, and they don't want you to, like, you've been through a lot of hard time, and they want you to rest now. Yeah. So pie 1, I'm gonna give you a poem. An original poem written by me. This one is called Authority, number 42, and I think I post this on my Instagram, so you can check that out. So, authority. If my heart is now the authority of my life, how would it look like? I think the word indulgent come to mind. But whereas before that brought up shame, now, unindulgent, what you're supposed to aim for in life, I would like to cry as openly and as sincerely, no hiding what's beneath. Wearing my heart on my sleeve, my heart support me. I want to spend my day lazing around on grass, listening to music, creating art. My mind say, what a waste of day. But my heart goes, sound perfect, you deserve it. The mind is not your authority. In this new me, it is my heart that I shall embody. Yes, I feel like the biggest thing that your spirit guide love about you, Pi 1, is that you try to listen to your heart. Like, yes, our mind is great. Sometimes a mind is useful, but they admire that you always listen to your heart and try to honor its desire, honor what it wants, and make decisions from your heart, even though it is quite difficult to do that in this society, in this world. But your spirit team love that you try anyway to make decisions from your heart and let it show you the way. Yeah. And okay, that's it, Pi 1, on what does your spirit team love the most about you. And I want to thank your spirit team, Pi 1, for coming in and helping me delivering this message to you. And if you want to read more of my original poetry, you can follow my Instagram below as well. And thank you, Pi 1, for listening. Bye. Hello, Pi 2, whoever choose this polka dot washi tape. So today we'll be doing a pick a card on what does your spirit team love about you. And first I'm gonna start with energy check-in to see if this is your pile. So I'm using an animal spirit deck. Okay. So pile 2, your card, you got 2 cards to represent your energy. Is you got the beaver and the fish, and these both cards is water element, so you might be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, or you might have a significant water sign placement in your charts. So the energy you are in, Pi 2, right now is of with the fish, kind of restless one. Maybe you are quite busy, or you just have a lot of responsibility, either your own responsibility or or others, as in your family responsibility. With the beaver, you might be taking care of someone or something maybe a family business, or you just have a lot of responsibility and things to do at this time, and you feel like there's so many things to do, there's so little time. And I feel like you are quite restless for a stable future. You feel like you want to do a lot to secure yourself a stable future, because you feel like you're running out of time and you want to build something. You're in the energy of like you want to build something of substantial, something that long term, maybe a legacy, even build something that you can rely on, something that you can stand on, like either a project, a house, a business. You just want to catch something, as in you want to own something of your own. You might have been in the energy of like wondering or searching for something secure to hold on, something that you can call your own, like your own home, your own business, your own things. And you kind of feel even a bit rushed to find it, a bit under pressure or even burdened to find what that thing is. Maybe because you have responsibility or people who rely on you or think that you are in charge of. You feel like you need to secure something stable and fast, as in there's not enough time. It's like if you are working on a project, you feel like you have to finish that project really fast. That's kind of an example. It's like you're running out of time. You don't have time, but at the same time, the thing you want need time. Like if you want to accomplish a long-term goal, for example, if you want to build a house, just for example, it does, like building a house is not like a year kind of project. It's like 2 years, even 3 years kind of project. It's a long-term project that needs time. So it's like catch-22, I guess. It's like looking for, you kind of feel restless and looking for something long-term, secure, solid to stand on, but at the same time you feel like you don't have time to build it. You don't have time to do it. So it's like you're finding yourself in this paradox energy, if you can call it that. Like for example, this is one of the most hilarious example ever in the job sector. You know, when you apply for a job, right? And the job requires experience, but if you don't get the job, you don't get the experience. And if you don't get the experience, you don't get the job. It's like that, you know, catch-22 kind of thing. So yeah, it's like you don't know what to do, right? At that kind of energy. It's like that example, I can't get the job because I need experience, but if I don't get the job to experience, then I don't have experience to get the job. It's like that. Pi 2. So if this is the energy you're in, Pi 2, then this might be your pi. And if you don't resonate, you might want to pick another pi. So next, I'm gonna use this While Unknown tarot deck to see what does your spirit guide love about you. Pi 2 spirit guide. Pi 2 spirit team. What does Pi 2 spirit team love about them? Oh. What does Pi 2 spirit team love about them? Okay. Oh, that's a lot. I'm not gonna take up that. What does Pi 2 spirit. Oh, okay, yeah. So, Pi 2, you got the strength. Mother of Wand or Queen of Wand, and you got the Ace of Swords. At the back of the deck, you got the King of Cups. So Pi 1 also got the string as well, if you want to check that out. And next, I'm gonna give you quotes, like handwritten quotes from your spirit team. This Pi 2 spirit team love. Oh, okay. The back of the deck, be still and listen. Okay, yeah. With the restless energy, it's like I feel like your spirit team want you to be still to find the answer you're looking for, or the solution to your problem, or the solution to your dilemma, I think. And then there's no need to be shy to show your emotion. It is perfectly normal to show them. Do not be embarrassed to be human. This is one of my poems, To Be Human. So, Pi 2 with this strength card. So what I got is that weirdly discipline. So the strength doesn't represent discipline, but in a way, when your spirit team love how disciplined you are, because to be disciplined you do need an immense inner strength, and you have it. Pi 2, you have an immense inner strength to have discipline, to be consistent, to not fall again instant gratification. So with the energy, if you want to build something long term, if you have a long-term goal to invest in a project, a house, a business, yourself, your career, whatever, your spirit team can see that you have the strength to do it. And I feel like that's what they love about you as well, because you do want something long-term, something substantial to stand on, and you do have the strength to do it, the discipline, the consistency, the self-control and focus. We do need a lot of motivation and patience to go for something that will take time. It's like a good thing take time. You cannot, produce a result quickly and expect it to be good. It's like that house example that I gave. If you want a beautiful house, functional, and all the appliances or everything, you do need time to build it, like maybe 2-3 years. I don't know how long a house take, but if you want a house quickly, like build it under 6 months or something, the quality might not be there, and you might not get everything that you want because of the time frame. So yeah, what they love about you, what your spirit team love about you, Pi 2, is that I think you know that, like deep down, you know the answer, you know that good things take time, and you need to give yourself time and patience. Like if you want to build a skill, for example, it's kind of unrealistic or unfair to think that you could do it in a week or a month even. I feel like I think this is a fact. I think a habit is it 6 months or 3? I don't know, but yeah, is it 3 or 6 months? It's needed for a habit to form. So I think that can be applied for skill as well. Like they love that you are capable of this, Pi 2, and you know this as well. You have the patience, you have the self-control, you have the inner strength to go for what you want. Whatever you want to do, your goal, you can do it. You have the characteristic for it. as well as bravery for it, like courage. For example, if you want to starting your own business, you do have the courage to go for it, and you have the initiative, and you are strong enough to go through it, because it takes a certain person to go for their goal because of the responsibility, the accountability, even sometimes the pressure or the burden that come with what we want, because what we want to achieve doesn't always come in 100% light and love, you know what I mean? It's like we want to achieve something, but we also know realistically that everything doesn't come in 100% like all good or 100% all bad. It's like what you want, the good part have to be worth it more than the bad part that inevitably also come with it, you know? Like for example, if you have a dream career, a dream job, and of course achieving that dream job is going to be amazing, but we are realistic enough to know that dream job doesn't mean easy, doesn't mean no problem, doesn't mean no obstacle, no burden, no responsibility. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that it's all that is worth it because we love a dream job. So that's just an example. So yeah, I feel like you know all this title, and your spirit guide just want to tell you that they love this about you, how wise you are. Like this lion is so wise, and how they also want to tell you how proud of them, how proud of you they are. Like your spirit team is very proud of you. They see you as this magnificent lion who stands tall in every situation, in the face of challenge. And you might be, despite this water sign, you might be a Leo, or you might have a Leo placement significant in your charts. But yeah, your spirit team love that you, no matter circumstance or situation you go through, you try to be proud, like stay proud and have dignity and integrity, like hold your head up high, because there's nothing to be shameful about, you know? There's nothing to be shameful about what we go through. Like for example, just an example, if someone is going through financial hardship, they might feel ashamed of that for some reason, even though it's not their fault, or even though it's not in their control at all. But there's kind of shame, like stigma towards poverty, or like not having enough. So I feel like that's just an example. I feel like whatever situation you're going through, your spirit team love that you hold your head up high and you don't let the circumstances, you could say, bring you down, or you can even say shake your sense of self or your confidence. So that's amazing. I feel like you're very capable enough to know, or discern enough to know, like some situation doesn't require you to be ashamed of it. Like why should we be ashamed of things that are out of our control? Like for example, some people may feel ashamed if they like a certain thing that's not, you know, conventional, and people would shame them for it, so they might internalize that kind of shame. But I feel like Pi 2, you kind of know, that, like, why should I be ashamed of liking what I like, you know? Or be ashamed of my circumstance when it's not in my control or my fault. So this is such an amazing characteristic, and I feel like your spirit team really love this about you, because you are always proud of who you are, proud of where you're from, proud of what you can do and what you cannot do, proud of like literally yourself. And I feel like they and your spirit team, they are also proud of you. So yeah, that's such a good characteristic. Pie 2, you might be a confident person, and I feel like if you don't resonate with that, I feel like you should be, or your spirit team love it when you're confident, because you should be. You're amazing. And next is this. Oh yeah, sorry, with this as well. And go with this. There's no need to be shy to show your emotion. Yeah, that's it. You're very expressive. You're very like I said, proud of whatever circumstance you go through, and you don't hide it, you don't shame it, you don't belittle like your emotion or your circumstances. You know it's a part of life. You know that it's normal to go through circumstances. Every human goes through them. Every human feel all this feeling. You don't shame how you feel. You don't demonize, you could say, your negative feeling. You are so proud to be a human. Yeah, your spirit team love that about you, that you are not afraid to be human, and all the humanness emotion that come with it. So part 2, next is the mother one. So I feel like your spirit team love that you are very protective of your family, your loved ones. It doesn't have to be a blood family, just people you consider your family. And you are very responsible person. I feel like you might take care of your family, or even your pets. Maybe some of your loved ones rely on you, and I feel like you put family first. You put your even friend, like you put your connection first. You're very protective of who you love. You know what's important. You know why you're doing something. You know why you want to be a good person. Like, you know why you want to be successful. You know why you want to, build stable foundation. All those reasons, it's just that you want to help your loved ones. You want to protect your loved ones. You want to give them stability, security, a home. You want to build a home for your loved ones. And you're just a very family person. I feel like by 2, you just you put your family first, and family is everything to you. So that's what your spirit team love about you, because no matter what's going on in the world, or no matter what we go through, our bad days, if we got a family, a loved one, someone who loves us, it doesn't have to be family, like friendship, partner, romantic partners. If we got people who love us, we can go through anything. Like, we don't mind going through hardship. It doesn't faze us at all, because we know deep in our heart that there's people who love us for who we are. And nothing we go through, no circumstances we go through are gonna change that. So you know that in your heart, and that includes your spirit team as well. Paidu is that they love that you hold this belief in your heart that you got everything if you got someone you love, and you got someone who loves you. So your spirit team love this about you, because you are very considerate of your loved ones, whether that's your friend, your lover, your partner, your family. It's like you're considerate, and you really care deeply about their well-being. It's like you consider your decision, how it will impact your loved ones, and how you know that taking care of yourself, loving yourself, having a good healthy life will make your loved ones, people who love you, your family, happy. So you try to do that. You know that people who love you will want to see you happy and healthy. So you try to live that like that. It's like, yeah. So you take your loved one consideration. You take your loved ones into consideration in everything you do. You know that you have to take care of yourself because that's what people you love want you to do. You have to, you don't make decision that would, for example, bad decision that go into, that would affect your loved one in any way negatively. So you're very considerate like that by too, and that's amazing. You don't want to create burden onto your family or your loved ones. You want to do the opposite. You want to lift their burden. You want to be someone reliable, someone your family or your loved ones can lean on. Like you're very protective. Pi 2. Anyone or anything that you consider to be yours, family, your people, you're very protective of them. And you would almost do anything to show that, to protect them. Yeah. So yeah, you can be quite scary as well. When someone threatens your loved ones, that would be crossing a line for you. If someone threatens your loved one, it's like they're threatening you as well. So Pi 2, you are very, very protective like that. And yeah, that's what your spirit team love about you. They love that you know who or what to protect. Yeah, what's important. Because there is something like being protective of the wrong thing that can be replaced, protective of, for example, material things that can be easily replaced, but take, people or connection or loved ones for granted. Those things cannot be replaced, and you know that Pi 2. That's why your spirit team admire this part of you. So next, what does your spirit team love about you is Ace of Swords. You can see the whole picture. I feel like you're a long-term kind of goal kind of person. You can see either far into the future, but the whole picture, you can see the forest, not just the tree. I feel like if you get what I mean, as in you see, for example, you're building a house, you can see everything in it already. You can see the completion, the material, what do you need, every step. Yeah, you're a visionary. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. You're a visionary. You can see what could be in your mind. It's completed. Whatever it is that you want to build, it's already built, it's already complete in your mind. So, and when you can see it, when you can vision it, when you can imagine it, that just half done already on manifestation. So when you can see something, when you can see it clearly in your mind, you're already doing half the work of the manifestation, the 50%. The other 50 would be just to work on it consistently build it in the 3D, which you also have the strength to. So you are such a great manifestor. Pi 2, the magician is not here, but I feel like you could, your energy is like the magician as well, where you can imagine something and it could realize into reality. Either you create it yourself or you just find it, I guess. Like for example, you have an inspiration to create this YouTube video, for example. You can see, like, you have the stories, you have the theme, you know what to film, the angles. You can see everything that project needs already completed in your mind, and then when you have that, you go for it. Yeah, it's like you can already imagine everything what it could be. This could be a clear, with, even though it's a sword, you might have clairvoyant. Pi 2, not gonna lie, you might have clairvoyant where you can see something already before you like even start. Like for example, if you're building a house, you already see yourself standing in a green tile oak wood kitchen, like with big windows. Like you can see that image clearly, very specific as well. You can see it already and you're like, it's already in my head, it's already complete, it's already happened in my head. Now I just have to replicate that into the 3D with my skill. So yeah, that's one of your talent, I guess. And I feel like your spirit team love this about you, because there might be like whatever that you're seeing in your mind suddenly, even I feel like it might be your spirit team like putting it there, like your epiphany, your realization, your images. It might be your spirit team. That's how they might be communicating to you. Pi 2, that might how be your spirit team like communicate with you, and they love that you receive their message and you know, consider it. You know, when you suddenly get an image of yourself reading this specific book, and you're like, wow, what is that book that I'm seeing in my, I don't know, in my head? So you Google it and you go and buy that book, and then you start reading it just like how you saw it in your mind, and you like, there's so many messages in there from your spirit team or relevant messages that you need. Yeah, that's just an example. So it could be like that. It's like you can already imagine yourself doing something, building something in some places, and you just take that as an instruction, I guess, or even inspiration, as a, yeah, like a vision board, and go for it. You know, you have a vision board in your mind and you're just gonna follow it. And I feel like it's not just your mind. So while you're feeling this restless or this like the need to build something, to pursue something, to do something, start a project, it's because you already maybe even see yourself having all those, having yourself, maybe see yourself already completed what you're sensing, what you're seeing, what you're feeling. It's like, so just for example, it's like, you know, or you see yourself running a business, your own business. You already see that, you already know that. You saw it in your mind, and now when you saw that, you feel this rush, this need to catch up to what you know, to catch up to what you saw. You want to build your own business. You want to make that a reality into 3D, create it just like how you saw it, just like how you know you had it in your mind, but you're feeling restless because you know that to do that, to build your own business, for example, gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while and take a long time, even take time. But you're feeling restless because you already know the feeling of, having the thing. It's like that, if you get what I mean. And it's not just your mind, it's your feeling as well. Another one is clairsentient. Maybe they come together, clairvoyant and clairsentient, like you feel like you had it. You already feel the feeling of going through the experience, even though you haven't. So, yeah, you have such a strong intuition or even strong feeling Pi 2, and you want to follow it. And your spirit team love that about you. Your strong feeling never lead you astray, never wrong. Your strong feeling is your compass, your guiding light. Your vision board, your plan, your goal is by your strong feeling, and you try to honor that. Pi 2, you have such a strong feeling for who you are, where you come from, and your family, as well as for your vision, your goal, your dream that you see yourself having, building, doing. Yeah, and you try to honor that, you want to honor that. And one thing your spirit team want to say is give yourself time, be patient, no need to rush towards the finish line, because just good thing take time. That's one thing that keep repeating, good thing take time, and you have time. And your spirit team want you to keep going, keep honoring your feeling, honoring what you know, like watch out for your clairvoyant, clairsentient feelings, your vision, and take it one day at a time, building it step by step. It's like, for example, if you want to learn a skill, we have to dedicate time learning that skill every day consistently, and always keep in mind that we're not gonna master that skill in a week or even a month. We need time to learn it, and we should give ourselves that time, whatever you're doing. Pi 2, so that's what your spirit team love about you, is that you already know all this. I feel like your spirit team love that you kind of know all this already. It's just that you just feel a bit rushed, and that you can do all this already, can get what you want, what you imagine, what you saw even, and your spirit team love that you are going for it. So I'm gonna give you this whisper of love deck to see what else your spirit team want to say. It's Pi 2 spirit team. What does Pi 2 spirit team? Oh, you got 2 cards. 3. Sorry, I'm not gonna do 3. I'm just one. What does Pi 2 spirit team? Okay. Number 14, ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Yes. There is so much support available to you. You only need to ask for help and you will receive it. Let go of fear and pride, as they do not benefit you nor give you what you desire. Perhaps you feel inundated by challenge. Take a minute to think about what you need support with. Evaluating your feeling will enable you to effectively communicate what you want. Asking for help may seem scary and you may feel vulnerable. There are plenty of people who would love to be there for you. It is not demeaning to ask for help. Strength comes from the ability to recognize your personal need, release any feeling around being a burden to others. People love to help others, and it really is helpful and smart to ask for help. A beautiful mermaid sits at the knee of a wise and loving old man. You may recognize the love she feels as he supports the mermaid needs. The yellow reflecting off the water and the mermaid's hair are calling you to expand your self-awareness. It is important to know when extra help is needed. Yes, it's like you're strong enough to know that being vulnerable is strength, and that asking for help is not because you're weak. Asking for help is the strongest thing you could do. So your spirit team wants you to maybe ask for help more, even from your loved one. I feel like you want to be strong. You want to help relieve burden and responsibility for your loved ones, and you don't want to bring trouble or burden to them. But your spirit team wants you to maybe ask for help more if you need it, because how you feel about your loved one is exactly how they feel about you. Like how you feel like you want to help your loved ones, so your loved one feel that with you as well. They want to help you. Hi too, if you need help with anything, your loved one want to help you as well as your spirit team. Ask for guidance, ask for help, even ask for calmness, energy, stillness. It's like if you feel a bit restless, a bit maybe ungrounded, you can ask your spirit team to give you some calming energy, some soothing energy if you need it, some reassurance as well. Yeah, if you need reassurance or confirmation about what you're doing, what you're seeing, what you're going for, then you can definitely do that with your spirit team. They will definitely give you the confirmation or assurances that you need. Okay, by 2, I'm going to give you an original poetry written by me. I picked this 163. This poem is called It's Time. Feeling vulnerable, feeling powerful. Yeah, I feel like, sorry, by 2, I feel like you are the type of person who doesn't judge themselves when you feel powerful or feel vulnerable or feel weak even. It's like you embrace all your many spectrum of emotions and humanness, because as a human we can't be vulnerable all the time, or we can't feel powerful all the time. We're like the moon, we have phases, and you just embrace that, and that's amazing. That's what your spirit team love about you. So sorry, it's time. Feeling vulnerable, feeling powerful. The tides came in and left, then it came back again. The phases of the moon changes quite soon. Tuning my soul frequency needed time. So many lessons learned, jumped so many paradigms. I asked for a miracle. Spirit say it's time. The clock is ticking, but not in a deadline. More like a flowing of taking your time. 'Cause the wheel is turning, the fortune is coming. Clear out your space. Time for summoning, make room for abundance. So this poem kind of describes despite your energy. I feel like you should know that abundance is what you can imagine. By 2, you can definitely create. You have the ability, you have the visionary, you have everything you need to create, to build whatever you want, and you have the time as well. You have all the time to do it too. So yeah, by 2, that's it. I want to thank your spirit team for coming in and helping me delivering this message to you, Pi 2. And I want to thank Pi 2 for listening to me. And if you want to read more of my original poetry, you can follow my Instagram below. And yeah, that's it, Pi 2. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. Hello, Pi 3. Whoever choose this washi tape. So Today we'll be doing pick a card on what does your spirit team love about you. So I'm gonna start with an energy check-in to see if this is your pile. So I'm using an animal spirit deck. So energy. Oh, okay. So and I'm gonna give you this Bluebird Letterman as well. Oh, okay. So pie 3, you got 2 animals, the eagle and the ant, fire ants. So this is an air sign and this is a fire sign, so you might have air or fire sign prominent in your charts. And you got this 2 card as well. Stars, number 16. Shining star bright in the sky boasts joy from afar, where happiness lies. In starlight, dreams come true. Hope is in sight, success is in view. And number 33, key. Inspiration unlock the door. Solution are the key to success and more. Miracles and insight are easy to trace once the final piece tumbles into place. So pie 3, the energy you are in right now might be an energy of transformation. It's a transformative one. You might going through a transformation because this eagle in the explanation talk about. So let me just show you. Talk about the noble eagle emanate the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represent mastery over the element of fire and air, which is weird because you got fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. So this eagle is a master of fire and air element, and the eagle is the last animal of the air, while the ant is the first animal of the fire element, which means I feel like you are at the beginning of a new path, like new transformative path. You might have in a cycle, a big chapter, a cycle on something to do with air element. So I would say your perception, how you think, your mind, what you believe in, how you see the world, how you perceive the world has changed massively. Now you're at the point in your energy where you're working through your willpower with the ant and the fire element. I feel like your energy right now is you might be focusing on your sacral chakra with the color. You can see the yellow, the orange, the red. Your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra, as well as your root chakra. So you might be concentrated on your lowest chakra a lot in this time and trying to master those chakra, like your willpower, your confidence, your determination, and you could even say your sexuality, your sensual appeal. Like you're trying to learn to be confident in who you are, to go after your dreams. I feel like you're in an energy of preparing yourself to, walk your own path, you could say. Like you can see a higher perspective, you can see where you want to go. You have realized your dream in some way, like realize what are your dreams? What are your values? What you want to do in life? Who you are? What you like? What you don't like? What are your boundaries? What you are willing to tolerate? And who you're willing to be around? And you're very discerning. I feel like that was lesson that you learned in the last chapter that you just closed out, like learning all these things about yourself. So I feel like you're in this energy where you're trying to apply what you learned, those things, and trying to embody it, like being in that energy of knowing who you are to the fullest. And I feel like you're at the beginning of that. It's a very weird energy to be in. It's like having one foot inside and one foot outside a door. It's like you're literally just stepping off another door and the other foot is stepping into a new door. So it's like not in between, but you're beginning a new chapter where you know who you are. And even if someone or people tell you who you are, tell you that you're this or that, but by 3, you have learned that what they say is not who you are. You know who you are. So you have learned all that lesson, and in this energy, you're very, you could say, confident in who you are, in what you want and what you don't want, in your dreams, in what you want to create, your vision. But at the same time, you're trying to build that inner confidence, inner determination, trying to find that willpower, strengthen your sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, and root chakra to stand fully in your power. Yeah, I feel like you're on a journey to find your power, your personal power. What makes you unshakable? Yeah, I feel like the energy you're in right now, Pi 3, is like you're on a journey to discover who you are, or to meet you in your fullest power. It's like you trying to embody what you thought is your higher self, your best self, your most powerful version of yourself. It's like you're on this journey to find the answer to this question, like what make me become the most powerful version of myself? Like what do I need to do to become the most powerful version of myself? Or what do I need to do to be the best version of myself? What do I need to change? What book do I need to read? What philosophy do I need to find? So you're like on a journey right now to discover who you are, but it's not in the energy of, the energy of lost, like you don't know who you are. It's like you know who you are, but you also know that you're more than who you know you're to be, who you know you are right now. Oh my god, this is so hard to describe. I hope this makes sense, Poetry. It's just that you're on a journey to discover more of yourself, your fullest potential. Yeah, to fulfill your fullest potential, to see what you could do, to see who you could be. And maybe in the past, the possibility might scare you, the potential of yourself, who you can be, might scare you. But in this energy right now, I feel like you're more determined, you're more actually excited to find out, to be on this journey, to discover more of yourself, to fulfill your own potential, to see how far you can go, to test your own strength and your own willpower. Like you're excited for this adventure, whereas in the past you're totally like even if you can see your potential, I feel like you feel more scared to discover what's the potential you're seeing. But right now your energy is like, I can't wait to discover the potential that I know I could be. It's like very good energy to be in, even though in this it's a very big transformation. And I feel like someday you might resist this change in you. You might feel like you want to, pull back, resist, and maybe stay the same, maybe settle with what you know of yourself, and know what you are and not what you could be. You might feel like this is all I am, this is all I could be, and I'm fine with that. And you don't want to discover more or change about yourself. On some day you might feel like that, maybe feel a bit resistant to, you could even say, the transformation. And that's fine. That's also part of the process, because if you see, even the obvious one, like how the caterpillar turned into a butterfly, if you watch the transformation of that, it's not, you could even say it's not an easy or even a pretty one. It's pretty gruesome and pretty long and pretty chaotic. So I feel like that's the energy you're going through. You're like transforming right now, and it might feel a bit chaotic. It might feel a bit like, what are you doing? And it might feel a bit messy, even not pretty, and you might go back and forth, and you might feel like resistant to this transformation. But I feel like that's just part of the process, and to not be discouraged by it. So yeah, pie 3. I hope that makes sense. So if that is the energy you are in right now, this might be your pie, and if you don't resonate with that, then you might want to pick another pie. So next, pie 3, I'm gonna give you this the Wild Unknown Tarot deck to see what does your spirit team love about you. What does your spirit team love about poetry? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm also gonna give you this handwritten quote from your spirit team. Okay, you got 2. The back of the deck is number 6. Because when it's cold, I wrap my scarf around you, and when it's hard, I place your head into my hands. This is from a song called Welling Boots by The Amazing Devil. It's a really good song if you want to check it out. So you got, where you are is beautiful. You are here and it's beautiful. Yeah. And number 2, we're here together. So don't be lonely. You always have me, even if you don't know it. Every time you cry, I am there by your side to be human. It's from my poem. And yeah, I feel like the card you got was the 6 of Wands, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Pentacle. And the back of the deck, you got the Sun of Pentacle. Yes, I feel like this where you are is beautiful, and you are here and it's beautiful. Like there is beauty in chaos, as in, yeah, your transformative energy might be in a bit messy, chaotic, but I feel like you could argue that it is beautiful, because it's like the human experience, right? Like it's very hard and very messy, but no one can deny how beautiful the human experience is. So number 6, what does your spirit team love about you, Pi? 3 is that, yes, like I mentioned, this butterfly. Yeah, I did mention a butterfly, right? Transformation. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it is. This is you right now, like you're going through transformations. 6 of Wands is a card of victory. Know that whatever you're going through, you are becoming what you know you could be. You're becoming your, you could say, best self, your highest version, your fullest potential. You're becoming what you're trying to be. And ironically, you are that version of yourself, because every version of yourself is the best version of yourself. But you know that there's more to you to discover. Yeah. And you know that, Pi Tree, you know that every experience you go through, you come out more beautiful, more powerful, more enlightened. Yeah, that's what your spirit team love about you, Pi Tree, is that whatever chapter, experience, period you went through, and it was hard, it was difficult, it was messy, it was sometimes too much, but you always come out, like I said, more beautiful, more powerful, more enlightened, more and more of yourself. So I don't know how to describe it. It's like more and more connected, yeah, to yourself than ever, and to the source. Like you could say that some people might go through a situation and stuff in their life, and they might come out more jaded, more disconnected from themselves, more less faith in the divine or in the universe, but not you. So your spirit team love that you're actually the opposite of that. You come out more connected, come out more with more faith, even to yourself and to the divine, to the universe, to your spirit team. It's like you might say to yourself that if I can go through all that and still survive and come out me, then that means I'm more powerful than ever. And you are, Pi Tree. Anything you're going through and you survive and come out, you come out still kind, come out still connected to your inner child, connected to the world, come out more not jaded, but still see colors, still see beauty in life, in what's in front of you, then you will always win. Yeah, you never lose. You always win because whatever you're going through and you still come out, you will always win. And yeah, that's why, and that's what your spirit team love about you, Pi Tree, is that you had one again and again. And sometimes you might not agree, you might feel like the opposite, like you lost, or sometimes you might feel like you didn't win anything, or you're not the winner of life at all. But your spirit team want to argue that. They want to say how far you have come, and that you are never last place. You always will be first place. In their heart, they see you like that. So they see you as like free, coming out more free, more detached, coming out more fuller version of yourself whole. Yeah, it's like, it's so weird. It's like, you know, if, for example, if there's a battle, right? If you're going into war, and if you go into war, most of people come out of that war, of that battle, of that fighting would come out more jaded, come out with scar in, you know, their bodies, their heart, and, you know, come out, you could say, disconnect a shell of themselves. But it's really Pi 3, not you. You come out of battle, of war, like, you know, come out of situation, you're the winner. Come out of it so free, so exhilarated. You always come out on top. And it's because you never give up. I feel like you're the type that you're definitely a survivor, and you will fight for yourself. I feel like you, a survivor, and you're a fighter. You fight for yourself, and you had fought for your transformation. You didn't let the process of transformation, or even karmic cycle, holds you back or kept you stuck in the, you know, in the loop. You detangled yourself. You fought your way out of, you know, this black forest. You fought your way out, and yeah, and you out of it. That's what your spirit team love about you, is that you never give up, and you fought. And you fought so hard. And now, not only did you survive the war, the forest, you are also thriving. I feel like your spirit team see you, like, they love that you are thriving as well, as in you didn't let, you know, the experiences of the past, whatever it is, karmic cycle, hold you back from becoming the best version of you, becoming your best self, or becoming what you could be, or becoming someone who is still determined or still striving for a better future. Yeah, so that's what your spirit team love about you, Pi 3. Wow, I feel like you are such a fighter. It's like you go into battle, into war, knowing that you will come out winning. Like, you just know, because that's just who you are, a winner. Wow. And that's what your spirit team love about you. It's like you don't, you know, some people might just give up before they even try, but your spirit team love that you know that you will always win. It's just, I don't know, it's just amazing. So I feel like people who are against you, or your enemy, or not even people, like situation, circumstances that are trying to bring you down, or they have to really watch out for you, Pi 3, because they're no match for you at all. So yeah, and that's what your spirit team love about you. It's like there's no challenges, there's no problem, obstacle that could stop you from, you know, from, you could say, winning, from rising above it. There's nothing that can stop you. You are unstoppable. That's what your spirit team love about you. Yeah, and now you're going toward a new challenge, new beginning. Okay, so Ace of Swords. So Pi 2 also got Ace of Swords as well. So Pi 3, you got Ace of Swords. On what does your spirit team love about you? You are in a transformative energy with a new beginning, because you got 2 Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. I just noticed that you have 2 Ace. That means, yeah, you definitely are in the crux of a new beginning, and with a prosperous future, because the Ace of Pentacles talk about a prosperous future. And Yeah, definitely with the Ace of Swords is that I feel like your spirit team what they love about you is that your inner knowing. I feel like you have you might be clear cognizant, as in you have a strong inner knowing inside you about, like I just mentioned, like you just know that any war, any battle, any circumstances, obstacle that you're going against, you just know that you're gonna win. Like you just know that the winner will always be you. You never lose. You never lose, because to lose any type of battle is to lose yourself, and you know that you're never gonna lose yourself. And even if you lose yourself, you always come back stronger. So you, like, essentially you never lose. So you just have a strong inner knowing, and you trust what you know. You trust what your intuition tell you, even without proof, even without 3D confirmation. I feel like your spirit team love this about you, because I feel like your spirit team might like input or give you some knowledge, some truth, some knowing about this might happen to you, about someone, something, some circumstances, and you just know things without proof, and you just trust it. And yeah, that's what your spirit team love about you, because they're like tell you stuff and you're like, okay, got it, and you just listen, and you just keep that in mind, and you just believe it, even when the outside circumstances, even the 3D haven't provide proof for you. You just know already, and you just trust it. So that's amazing to have such an immense self-trust in oneself like that. So yeah, I feel like your crown chakra, your third eye, might be strong already. That's why I feel like now, new chapter of you, like I feel like you mastered the air element, which is, I could say, the crown chakra, the third eye, right? Like the upper level of the chakra. I feel like you kind of mastered that area. That's why you have such a strong inner knowing, intuition, and you trust it. You're in a chapter where you're working on the lower chakra, where it's more, more confident, more like expressive, more less creative in the 3D, bring it into life. It's like you trust the truth that you've been told, that you just know. So for example, it's like you just know that, just an example, right? You just know that this person is lying to you, for example, but you have no proof, and in your face they like say all the right thing, but then you just know in your heart that they're lying to you, and they don't mean what they say. So, and you don't have any proof yet, and then fast forward, the truth is revealed, and and your intuition or your inner knowing is proven right. So yeah, that's what your spirit team love about you, is that they can tell you things and you just listen. It's actually rare than you think. This kind of talent, I guess, skill, it's rare than you think, because like you could see the truth that I'm talking about, the insight that your spirit team give you is intuitive hit, right? They don't just lingers. I feel like they come really fast and go like lightning, lightning strike really fast. Like they just strike for less than, I don't know, 5 seconds. They strike really fast to illuminate light. And that's how the insight or intuitive hit come to you by 3. It's like you just know something really fast, like you pick it up really fast like lightning, and you just roll with it. You just keep it in mind. And that's amazing, because I feel like for most people, when they have intuitive hit, intuitive insight like that, it come and go, and some people don't even notice it, or they just brush it off as, as just brush it off as unimportant, because this kind of truth inside, this epiphany, like, come really fast, and if we don't pay attention, we might lose it. So like a concrete example would be, so I write a lot of poetry, you might know, and most of my poems are actually channel, and I get intuitive, like you could say hit inspiration for each poem really fast, as in like suddenly I got like inspiration while I'm watching a movie or whatever, and it come really fast. If I don't write it down, I will completely forget about that, inspiration, that insight that I was hit with. So most people don't write it down. Most people just let it, pass. But I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, you write it down. Yeah, you're the type to write it down high tree, or keep it in mind, keep it at the back of your mind, and take it into consideration. Notice how the information is important and might be useful later. Yeah, like I mentioned, like you gotta hit that, oh, this person is lying to me, and you don't brush that off. You keep it in mind, and fast forward, that information come in handy. So yes, pie tree. Next is the Ace of Pentacles. What does your spirit team love about you is that, with every ending come new beginning. And like I said, you are not only had you survived a lot, you are thriving a lot, and I feel like you have abundant energy. Pie tree, you're like what did you call that? Like everything you touch turn into gold. Yeah, that's the saying, I guess. Your spirit team love that about you, that you are abundant, as in you can create anything from nothing. Yeah, your spirit team love this about you. Like everything you touch turn into gold, like turning water into wine. Is that the saying? It's like you have this ability to create nothing out of thin air, you could say, by tree. So very alchemist energy. Yeah, even when you go through a hard time, you can alchemize it into something beautiful. Yeah, something that you could say contribute to your growth, or a lesson that are valuable in life. Yeah, so any experience that you've gone through, you can make it your own. You can make it something personal, something valuable to you. It's like some people, when they go through something, just a ridiculous example, okay, like I've been giving one example. It's like, when people go into war, right, people would take, like I said, scar, take pain from that, and it is violent, but like I said, you would be the type to come out more wise, more skill, in fighting, and more confident in yourself and who you are, and like even an expert, like a veteran, is that what you call it? Like the master at what you do. So you take something, that some situation, some experience that normal people would, you could say, get lost in or get jaded in. You take it and you turn it into something prosperous, something beautiful, something that could grow. It's hard to explain. An example, like maybe an abandoned house, I guess. Like if there's an abandoned house, like very ugly, full of vine full of, I don't know, stuff. I feel like you're the type to be able to turn it around, like renovate it, clean it out, and renew it into something beautiful, something into a place that could be cozy, could be, you know, beautiful. So yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, transform it. You do it in your own energy, right? You transform yourself all the time. I feel like you can do it in the outer realities as well. This might be one of your talent pie tree. It's like you can transform anything, honestly, like that. And it does take time. Why can you transform anything? Because you are patient, and you know that it takes time to, you know, transform. Like the butterfly wasn't a butterfly in one night. The caterpillar didn't turn into a butterfly in like one night or anything. It take long process to become who we are. So, you know, changes take time, and you're willing to give it the time that it needs to be transformed into something that could be prosperous, useful in the long run. Yeah, you have this talent pie tree, and feel like your spirit team love that about you. It's like I feel like you have the ability to transform your outer realities. Even it's like when you look at something in front of you, like this, maybe even the situation you're in, the circumstance you're in, or whatever, you can go like, oh, I am not resonating with this, I don't like this, I want something better. And you change the reality, change the energy of it into something that match yours, something that you could resonate with. It's like, you know how, you know, this energy, you know how some people is watching a movie, right? And the movie is really long, like 2 hours, and you don't really resonate with the movie. Like, you've been watching this movie for, I don't know, an hour in, and you feel like, oh my god, this movie is too long, I don't want to watch it anymore. So you just change the channel like that. Whereas some people would just sit there and watch the movie until it's finished, even though they don't resonate with it whatsoever. So yeah, so you're the type to literally just change the channel, because why continue watching that movie when it's not giving you anything, right? It's not giving you joy, it's not contributing to your growth, it's not giving you like any new perspective or even lesson. Like, it's giving you nothing except, you know, a waste of your time. So I hope that makes sense. It's like that analogy. You're the type to, like, you know, if you're not growing out of this experience, just change it into something or somewhere, someplace that you can grow in. Yeah. But one thing about you, pie tree, that your spirit team love about you is like I said, you can turn nothing into something. As in this, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just gonna give you another analogy. It's like you're the type of tree or flowers that would grow from concrete. You know, weed like dandelions is one where they just grow everywhere. Like, it could be in sidewalk, concrete, in the grass. They don't need like specific pH soil. They don't need like specific, I don't know, nutrient. They're just very resilient, and they just grow anywhere. They thrive anywhere. So I feel like that's what your spirit team love about you, pie tree. I feel like they have so many things that they love about you, but I'm just trying to explain this one to the best of my ability. It's like they love that you just thrive anywhere. Like the dandelion, for example. You don't need, I feel like it's not that you don't need good environment or anything. It's that even when you were going through such, even when you were put in such harsh condition, you still grow. Like the dandelion in the sidewalk, in the pavement, like you would grow from concrete, whereas some flower can even grow from like soil. That's just an example, but yeah, that's what your spirit team love about you. That's you're such a force to be reckoned with. You're such a transformative energy. You are so powerful as well as so empowered, and it's just the beginning for you as well. Your spirit team want to tell you that the version of you that emerging right now is just the beginning. Like you are more capable, more powerful than you can imagine. And yeah, whatever you do, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to start, is gonna thrive. It's always gonna thrive because it's from you. Because you are thriving. You are always victorious. So fun fact, my name is Nicola, and my name mean victory. Yeah. So it's like that. It's like, you're just that, You might have an interesting meaning of your name. It's like example that I just gave. My name is Nicola, and if you Google that in name meaning, it's mean victory. So you might have an interesting meaning of your name, something like that, Pai Tree. And I feel like we choose our name for a reason as well. I think your spirit team love your name as well. Okay, so Pai Tree, I'm gonna give you a whisper of love deck to see what your spirit team does about you, or what else do they want to say to you. Okay. Ooh. So you got number 41. Do something for someone. Give your attention to another. Wow. Number 41. Give your attention to another. When you do something kind for someone, you create an opportunity for your relationship to be re-energized. How can you be considerate towards someone today? Insignificant things can have a big impact. Imagine how amazing your life will be when you are consistently doing kind and loving things for others. Do something for someone. It does not need to be someone you are close to or that you see every day. You might choose to do something for someone you don't even know. Just choose someone and do something nice for them. There are so many ways to act with kindness. Open a door for someone who has their arm full. Greet everyone you see. Never underestimate the power of a smile or a positive attitude. Put extra change in a parking meter. It doesn't take much to change someone's day. Nature shy lovingly pets a rabbit while other animals gather around. Rabbits are a signifier of compassion. They remind you to look inside for the tools you already have. The deer is here to emphasize limitless kindness. Take a moment to consider how wonderful it is to give to someone. Brightening someone's day is a wonderful experience. I feel like this card is just to tell you how you have changed someone's day a lot. I feel like Pai Tree, you might not realize it, but your random act of kindness, your smile, your like if you do some random act of kindness, I feel like it doesn't go unnoticed, as in it makes someone's day. You might not notice it. You might not notice the impact of your kindness, but I feel like your spirit team want to tell you that you have impact a lot of people with your, random act of kindness. What you do for someone randomly or even impulsively that you don't even think about, like opening a door for someone and you don't even think about that. You just do it reflectively. That really brighten that person's day and change the energy of the whole day. Like I mentioned, like transformative, it's like you just have the ability to change something, change from bad day to good day. It's like sometimes you don't even know you did that for someone, because it's just natural to you to be kind, right? It's like, for example, if someone is going through, like if someone is having a hard day and they're like down, and you might be the person to randomly give out compliment and like compliment their shirt or something, and that person like instantly felt your compliment, and that really made their day, and whatever they were sad about literally instantly disappear. It's like that. You do that a lot. I feel like Paitri, you do that a lot for people around you, or maybe even stranger, because you do it to yourself too. It's like if you're going through something and you're like, oh, I don't like this, you can instantly change it, because we're not stuck. We're never stuck anywhere. We have the ability to literally alchemize anything. Okay, part 3, I'm gonna give you an original poetry written by me. So I picked this one, number 86. This one is called Be the Change. Yeah. So you might be someone who might be a bit, with an air sign, maybe a curious, out of the norm. You might find fitting in like quite hard for you, or like operating in a structure, institution, environment quite hard for you, because you're quite unconventional and you love to change, you love to try something new, or just you're the type too hard to be tame, I guess. So be the change, thunder and lightning, when the smoke clear, you ain't seen nothing like me yet. That's what when I rise from the ashes, it will be all over for you. I come in like a force of nature, penetrating, breaking down the toxic structure. You can't shoot me down, because I'm empowered by the changes I wish to see happen. But it's not happening because the world is blind. The world's living in the dark and the stars aren't aligned. If you want to see the shame, be the shame. You got to lose what don't serve you. If there are no loss, there will be no gain. I'll play the game to get what I want. My vision is clear. I shoot down the target to get there. Yeah, this poem literally describes your energy, and that's what your spirit team love about you. It's like they love that you know what need to be done, what need to be changed, and you do it, no matter what it take or how long it take. It's like, you are the type to break ancestry karmic cycle, because it's time, that you can do it, that you can do it, what it takes to do it, the strength, the consistency, the shame that need to break some cycle, some pattern, and you're willing to do it. And that's what your spirit team love about you, is that what it takes to do the work, and you give it your all and come out on top. Yeah, that's amazing, Paitri. You're so amazing, honestly. So Paitri, thank you so much for listening. That's it. And I want to thank your spirit team for coming in to help me delivering this message to you. And I want to thank Paitri for listening to me. And if you want to listen to more of my original poetry, or if you want to read more of my original poetry, you can follow my Instagram below as well. And thank you so much, Paitri, for being here with me. Bye bye.